Hey guys, Molly here, Designless Detail, and we are over at the Flip House again. We've got the main bedroom here that we're gonna style up and show you how I decorate it. Stay tuned. Today we're styling this bedroom, and the next reveal is gonna be that bathroom you see over there. Don't interrupt too much, Ben. Okay, perfect. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you following along for all the reveals because this has been fun. And there's a lot more to come, so. Also, we are going to really dive into the products in the next video. Just know that I'm going to kind of be showing you the design stuff today, but the product information and all that will really be getting deeper into that on the next video, and then the bathroom after that. Oh, although I will include the product link still for you in description. Just, you know, more fun facts in the next video. Let's go. All right, so we are going to start with, we've got the bed here obviously and the rug, a couple of foundational pieces that are hard to really film and do without pre-work. So love this rug. It's such a good neutral. It has a little pattern. So I really wanted this room to feel zen as always, but especially like with houses that we are selling, I always am seeking for the buyer to envision themselves here and want to live here and have this lifestyle. So we're building a lifestyle, and at the same time, this is how I live and how I want to live too. And so I try to get that balance of really looking magazine ready, but also livable and inviting. So we've got our bedding here. This is an awesome duvet cover that I think is sold out, but I'll keep watching because this is one of my favorite brands from, I think it's TJ Maxx and Marshalls carry it. It's gonna be nice because it has a little bit of pattern in that pinstripe, but not too much. So it feels still like that bright white bedding, hotel style, but just a little bit of interest with that subtle stripe in there. And the bed, of course, we've got our, ooh, this warm sun feels so good by the window. We've got this woven detail. And if you guys remember, I used this bed when I first styled our room, and then I switched it up and wanted to show another way to do it, another room design with it here. So it has, I mean, it's great quality. It has beautiful detailing in it, and I feel like it can kind of go with a lot of different styles. Works well for like coastal, works well for transitional, even kind of modern, depending what you pair it with. In this space, I'm kind of going traditional modern, and I love the texture that it brings. It's got the footboard too, which is nice, so that this was a really clean, finished look. And then we've got, of course, some draperies here on the window. This helps soften the space. These are the lined linen ones that I love from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They look like the Pottery Barn ones. And then of course we've got them where they are just kissing the floor. And these are great because they come in a bunch of heights. So we'll get into those more next week. But curtain rods, just went with the matte black because I really did mostly all matte black in this space and really throughout the home for that modern, clean look. I just wanted it to feel very refined and kind of a little bit minimal. So we have that stark contrast of the creamy white tones with the bold modern black, and I love that. Artwork as well is a really fun piece that is affordable. This is one from TJ Maxx, I believe, and I can't remember if it's still in stock, but I'll link, if it's not, I'll link similar because they have really affordable artwork. Definitely, if you're staging a home, styling a home, that's a good place to look for affordable art. You can check out my artwork video a few back that talks about some more artwork finds that are really inexpensive. Let's talk what we changed in this space. Do you guys remember how it used to look? Like this room, it was just like the others where it had the pinkish peach trim, dingy, like just, I think it had yucky carpet. It was just kind of, it needed a pick-me-up. And it had the beautiful tray ceiling, of course, which I love, and I was so excited about. And this room, even after getting this furniture in, because of course when we bought this house it was empty, getting the furniture in here made me realize it's even bigger than I thought, which was, I think, such an asset to buyers, having it be this size of a room in this, you know, 1,700 square feet is what is the size of the home. So it's not like a huge house, but this room just feels so luxurious and like it could be in $1 million home because it's that big. We also had a couple issues with like closet doors. This space had the closet door, and I think it opened like this. It would have hit into our nightstand, and I didn't want that, and so I went for one of my favorites, this sliding barn door. This is like around $200 for the door and the track, and it's nice because it has the frosted glass, so you do still have some privacy to your closet. You can shut it out, but then at the same time, you get that really modern, clean look, makes this house feel custom, updated, and yet it was like 200 bucks, maybe a little more with, I think it's gone up just a tiny bit, but right around that 200, 250 price point. Highly recommend. It's great. You can hear I just was rolling it, and it's like even the track is quiet, which is nice. It's not like creaky or something. So definitely one of my favorite add-ins for this room, and it really gave this space a new fresh look because bedrooms are harder, I think, to add that. We have some cool details in here too, like the transom window. It's like a, what's that glass? Like it's a privacy glass as well, but it lets in some light from between the other spaces, and again, just really gives this a custom cool look. Light fixture was another big change. This one I love because it's just that thin, clean line to it. And we still got a lot of light with the 6 bulbs. And so we get kind of like a good mix of modern and like upscale. So we have this room feeling very grand, and I don't want to say fancy, but it's a little bit fancy. It's modern fancy, so that it's not too like, it doesn't get like, you know, some chandeliers get like elaborate and ornate. We didn't want any of that. We wanted the clean, modern feel, but it still gives a feeling of luxury. I guess that's the word I want. It's still luxurious in here. And the closet was a good size, so that was nice. We did update the light fixture in here so that it is modern as well. Just a really simple LED one that I will link for you guys. And it gives some great light, and then it's nice and minimal close to the ceiling so it doesn't infringe on the space in there, because this one doesn't have, the closet has regular height ceilings, not the big grand ceilings like this room has, which I love. We'll talk about these doors real quick too. So the bathroom has these French doors, and they were of course the weird color, but we fixed them, painted everything. I did everything in this house the same color. I do that quite often and I love it. It's cost effective, and I really think it's beautiful and just gives a really clean palette so that the other items and details in the home can stand out. So we have our walls or trim and our ceiling in the same finish color, so it's quick for painting. This is Sherwin-Williams Shoji White at 75% value, and it is an eggshell finish for all of those surfaces I mentioned. Normally I do flat on ceilings, but in this application, the eggshell works just fine. It really is a good way to do it affordably and still have a beautiful look. I love that it's seamless throughout the home. It kind of just feels warm and inviting. So anyway, these doors used to open into the bathroom and they would hit into the vanity. And I just hate when doors like hit into things. So we actually flipped them. We kept the doors, but we flipped, like we took the whole jamb out and flipped it around. And you'll see a little bit more about that in the bathroom, but it was such a good move because, you know, just having these doors open into the room, it has, you know, wall space here to go so that we aren't hitting into the vanity every time. Over here, we have in place this beautiful dresser. I love this one. Another one from my Austin Avenue collection, which I'm gonna do a whole video on Austin Avenue because I'm obsessed and you're gonna love it. But this is really nice quality. One of my favorite furniture brands. And anyway, love that it's kind of like a gray wash, but then it has a white wash over it. So you can really see that wood grain. And anyway, we'll talk about them more soon, but linked of course for you. And then I did a simple black mirror, again, keeping, so we kind of have our matte black. I like to, when I have a metal like that, kind of make sure that it carries throughout the room. So feels a sense of balance. This kind of balances out our matte black door and then our matte black light fixture, so that we have little touches of it throughout the space. And of course, on our door hardware as well, which we updated. We should talk about that. It used to be just really dated feeling, and I think it was the shiny gold. And so we were able to get these matte black lever handles that are just modern and clean. Hinges. So we'll talk about hinges because, can you see hinges there, babe? So hinges, I probably should update them to the matte black, but the problem is that hinges, a couple things. One, there's a ton of them in the house. Two, I would rather not have my hinges like stand out a ton. I mean, you're just gonna have to pick what you want. So the gold that is there, the existing ones, are more subtle. They're not as like stand out as the black. Anyway, so, and also new hinges tend to like get that like metal dust. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they get, I don't know, new hinges are like dirty. So I did not update the hinges. It didn't infringe. It costs money. Ben's doing this, and he's like, yeah, save a little money. I mean, they're not a huge expense. If you really want matte black hinges to match your, handles and stuff, do it. But in this case, I didn't do it. I didn't do it our last flip, and they both sold fine. So just kind of like something that would be, I think, easy for a homeowner to do if they really had a strong feeling about it. Most people don't notice. Some of you do, I know, because you've mentioned it. Props on the detail noticing, but a lot of people don't. And so in this case, it was a little way to save money, and I don't mind it, personally. Okay, let's get to, did we talk about flooring? I don't know if we've really covered flooring yet. So this floor I carried throughout the whole home, other than the bathrooms and the laundry room where we did tile. This is Hallmark Floors, and it's awesome. It's a vinyl product, but it's a rigid plank vinyl, so it's not gonna be like floppy, not like your, like some LVPs, how they're like a strip of vinyl, like that looks like wood. This is actually more rigid, like they click together more like an engineered hardwood wood. Crack my little up. Oh my gosh. Anyways. I have some great moments in this one. But really this floor is great. I love it. I think we're gonna do this actually in our basement at our house because I love it that much. Looks like real wood. It has a good mix of like colors and plank designs so that it really looks like wood. I just don't think that anyone's walking in here thinking, oh, that is like a vinyl type of product. Really durable, so easy to clean. Just lower maintenance, waterproof, all the things. So definitely an awesome one. This one's called Camarilla Oak from Hallmark Floors, and it is in their, what's the collection name? I'll put the link for you in description, but definitely love that. Really good flooring. So let's get to decorating now. You might recognize these nightstands because I use them in the other bedroom. I actually am not using the same ones in both, but I stole them because once I saw the dresser for this space, I loved how this kind of coordinated with that gray tone, and it just looked so good with the woven bed that we brought them in here, and you'll see in the full home tour what I ended up using in the other bedroom, which is so cute. So it worked out even better than originally planned, I feel like. So these are nice because they have the open and closed storage. And we're gonna bring in some lamps. I'm kind of deciding between lamps. I'm gonna show you a couple options so you guys can vote what you like. We've got one over here that I'm thinking about in the closet. So we've got, So this is one of the options. I like the scale of these. They're pretty fun and big modern shades. So I like the shape there. I'll hide the cord so you can get a better feel. And then the other one is actually kind of like a concrete look. I'll grab it. So these ones are cool, a little more texture. We'll talk about products more next video. But this one's cool too. I like, that it looks kind of like it's concrete, like fluted. It's more similar to the color of the nightstand. Vote in comments which you guys like better. I'm gonna grab the accessories because that's one of the cool things about these open nightstands is that we can do some fun accessories in that bottom part. Just a little bit of faux greenery here. Get a little something on the nightstand. And then I love, of course, stacked books because sometimes you want to have a book nearby and then it's just really pretty looking too. These are fun little marble links. The great like kind of sculptural piece to set on top. So you got a little interest there. And then for the other side, I'm gonna do something a little different. And this side, just gonna keep it really minimal, bring a little pop of the matte black with this. It's made to look like plaster, or what's that stuff? Paper mache bowl, but in black. So that we have kind of a different look. I don't like to, I hate when the nightstands are too matchy-matchy. So that kind of is giving us, you can see how like bringing in these pieces and the lamps give you like, sort of like frames this all in. Feeling more finished, but we do need some pillows for the bed. Got some king size pillows here for the king size bed, and they just match. These came with the duvet cover. Let's see, should I put them flat? Sometimes I put them up, sometimes I put them flat. I think I'm gonna go just keep them flat and simple for this because we've got a little bit of height coming in with the accent pillows I'm thinking of. Those are pretty flat pillows. I just grabbed some extras, but it's always good to steam your bedding so that you get these like wrinkles out. And I've got these fun ones. These were like really affordable. They were, I think I found these in store at TJ Maxx or it was Home Goods. So I can't link them, but they came in like a 2-pack. You know, sometimes they'll have 2-pack ones for a really good deal. Which in this case I needed 3, so that was kind of not the best situation, but they were so, I think it was like 25 bucks for 2 of them. So that's pretty darn cheap. They do have good pillows at Home Goods.
Breathing hard, getting those pillows.
Really, Ben? Like you don't make any comments except to make fun when
You're the one with the microphone. Nobody can hear me when I.
Ben's making fun of me because I'm breathing hard, but I didn't even think I was that time. I am a hard breather. I think I need to work on my exercise endurance. Okay.
There is a slight variation in color.
I know. I noticed that. That's why I put that one in the middle. Well, I got like 2 packs of these, and like because they're that wash version, that stone washed or whatever. Like 1 pack of them was slightly darker. Do you see that? So these 2 end ones came in the same pack, and this was from the other one, which I just put in the center, so it's fine. I don't think most people would notice, but it does have a slight difference. All right, going to get the other pillow. Oh, this is a super long one, also known as a super longy. Just kidding. It's like an extra long lumbar. This is from Urban Outfitters. I've been sharing like some of their bedding lately because they have really cute stuff. So, oh, I think I actually got that pretty centered. But this is just like a nice, I liked the color of it. It's like got this slightest undertone of like blush, but it's kind of just like a good neutral, has some texture, and then it just like finishes the bed real easy. Now I'm gonna get the blanket for the end of the bed. That's gonna give us a little more texture and kind of bring in a little bit of the green tones from that painting. Look how beautiful this is. I am obsessed with this. I found it at Target. It just has like, it looks like a linen, but like a, what is that? The crinkle texture or something. I don't know what that is, but it's so, so pretty. I love it. Just gonna give our bed the little like fluffiness and texture and color. So anyway, this is just such a good addition, I feel like, to finish the bed. Isn't that color pretty? I love that color. So now we kind of have it tying back in with that artwork, which I love. I'm just kind of gonna make sure that it's, because it's kind of doubled up, I want to make sure that it's smooth and has the same kind of like thickness all the way across. Sorry if you guys are getting weird audio. Ben's saying he's hearing weird noises. So either it's my audio or his mind. So now that our bed is done and I've stood back and kind of looked at the lamps, I am thinking that even though I love the scale of that one so much, it is a little bit like, it's a little extra on the woven detail since we do have the woven headboard. So I'm gonna let the woven headboard have its moment. I think we'll go with these. So I'm gonna go grab the other one of this. So we have some symmetry, balance, with the lamps being the same. And then we need a little bench at the end to kind of finish off this side of the room. So here's the other lamp, the twin to our side, and we will save this one for another project. So I do also love those. Let's put them back in here. All right, so let's get this guy in place. One thing you can do when you have nightstands like this that are open in the back, you don't really want to see a cord hanging down there. So you can just take it and tape it to the back side. I do that a lot so that your cord is more hidden. Tape it to this side where there's a piece that will hide it. That makes sense. All right, so let's grab a bench. I've got a couple of different benches I can try. We'll see which one looks best. So love this woven leather, definitely one of my favorites. It might be too like random, the brown color. Let me look back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna want more of the gray to bring in tie in our gray tones. So I've got another one, let me grab it. Okay, so this one, yeah, this is more like what I want because it kind of ties in our gray tones, and the wood's a little bit more subtle, kind of goes with more of what we have going on. So loving that. And this one's cool, it's like rope. Very fun, good texture. Okay, is that centered? So this side of the room I think is good to go, and we will get over to the dresser side because we need just a little bit of accent over there to finish it off. So this fun plant, this is a Target one that I've been loving from the Studio McGee collection. I think this is gonna be perfect because it's got some good like shape and height to it. It's a faux olive, and I've been wanting to use it on a tabletop like this because I think you can really, like it fills a lot of space so that you don't have to have like a bunch of things on a dresser top. I'm gonna keep this pretty simple. And this just gives us that pop of greenery. We've got just a little touch over there on the nightstand, and then this over here to kind of give us a little bit of an organic vibe, and then kind of to frame the mirror too. So we're gonna kind of like keep that the focal point of this side of the room. I grabbed some pictures here. I've got a couple fun ones we can kind of play with. Usually I do things in 1s or 3s. You usually hear people talk about odd numbers in design, so probably gonna bring this little guy into. This is an affordable Target piece. Let's see how we want these. Let me hurry and stand back and look at that. So I think we're gonna kind of play with these a little bit. Maybe want the height more at the back. Maybe go that one. Kind of get our pictures together, and then that guy is a little different, so he can be on his own. But just keeping the colors really subtle so that we focus on that mirror. I think that should kind of do it. Yeah, that was easy, right? I think so. So now that that is styled up, I'll show you kind of some before and after pictures here at the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think, if you liked the lamp choice or if you liked the other one better. Get ready for the next video where we will dive into products more, and then after that, the main bathroom reveal, so you can see how the whole suite looks together. And give us a like, a comment, a subscribe, hit the notification bell for notifications. They get the point.
It's your first time doing YouTube.
Yeah, I'm new to YouTube. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.